come right here. 1, 2, and 3. Welcome back to Garage Matters. Today we have some fender liners for this 2025 Chevy Silverado HD, and we're going to be installing these fender liners inside of this rear wheel well housing to help give it some additional protection. Over here we have a brand new box of Husky liners, and let me show you how much I paid for this pair of Husky liners. So I paid about $107 for both sides, and if you're curious, you can also purchase it through the dealer for about 149 bucks. Now we're gonna try to save some money, because if you purchase it through the dealer and you have them install it, let's go over here. So it's 149 bucks, and then if you deliver it to the dealer and have them install it, it's an extra 100 bucks. So this project should be really simple, considering that many of the reviews that I've already read on this product right here have had pretty good reviews. So we'll go ahead and get this unboxed, and hopefully this liner comes with all the hardware inside of it to install on this truck right here. Alright guys, so I just took this out of the box and it looks pretty good already. So they did zip tie both sides together like this, so we'll go ahead and get these zip ties cut off. But I was kind of worried because I didn't see no hardware, but the hardware looks like it is included on this back side right here. So let's go ahead and see what's inside this packing slip right here. Alright, so these retainer clips right here, all you gotta do is just push these in, so it should be a fairly straightforward installation. Alright, let's take a look at this liner right here. So I'm gonna bring it in real close, but this is what it looks like. So it has this textured material right here, almost like rhino line, but all this is plastic right here. This is just hard plastic, so it's not rubber or anything, straight up hard plastic. So here is the thickness on here. That's how thick it is. And it does have these holes pre-drilled already. So I'm kind of curious on the fitment. I want to see if these holes actually line up to the factory OEM holes that are on the vehicle. And these do come in two sides. And you want to make sure you look on this back side right here, and it'll tell you which side this one goes on to. So this is DS for driver's side. So this, we're gonna sit over here on the driver's side right here, so we don't mess it up. And then we'll double check the other one over here. This one says PS for passenger side. So we know this one's gonna go on the passenger side as well. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and get started on the driver's side first, and then we'll hop back over to the passenger side and knock that out. Alright, so let's take a look at where these holes are. So I see 1, 2, 3 right here. So when I'm looking up at here, I'm looking for 3 holes somewhere around here. Come right here. 1, 2, and 3. So I know that on this liner, these 3 holes right here are gonna go right in here. And then it looks like over here there's maybe 1 hole down here, 1 right here, 1 right here. And these look like they might go right here and right here. Take a look on this side. This side looks like it has the same thing going on. I'm not sure if one goes down here or not, but I do know that right here and right here, we need to put some fasteners in here. And we're just gonna come over here, and then it looks like it's going to be probably this one right here, and then this one right here as well. Alright, so we've got the fender liner temp installed, but we're gonna have to remove some of these mud flaps right here off, and let me show you why. So down in here, this fender liner is gonna go back behind here, but we're not gonna be able to like secure it to these fasteners right here. So we have 3 fasteners right here that we need to remove. This one, and then this one. And then this piece right here is just gonna swing off, but we need to unscrew the other fasteners that is holding this piece. So we need to unscrew this one as well, and this one. And then this entire lower piece is gonna swing on out. Let me show you how it looks like on the back side. So we did the same thing on the back side. Here we have the 3 screws that we removed. And then this fender liner is just gonna come back right here. And then this piece is gonna cover it like that. And then we'll stick the screws back through it. But you can see down here as well, I've removed the other 2 screws in the rear as well too. So we're gonna go ahead and remove this piece off, and then get this tucked back under here, and then we'll secure this bottom portion of this fender liner back on with these fasteners right here. Alright guys, so this is how it looks like. This is how we're gonna install these on here. So I've got this piece right here removed, but we're gonna reconnect this back up here. So once we reinstall this piece right here, it's gonna clamp down on this bottom portion of this fender liner, and then we're gonna do the same thing on the back side. So let me get this installed real quick, and I'll show you guys the finished product. But basically it's reverse order now. We're just gonna put it back on, put the screws back in, and tighten it down. Alright guys, once you have this mud flap right here reinstalled, it's gonna look like this. All you gotta do is just screw these back down. Same thing with this back side right here, and then up here as well too. So that's what it's gonna look like installed in here. And then this fender liner, you're just gonna line everything up, tuck it underneath here, right here. This needs to go in a little bit more, but that should be good right there. And then last thing we need to do is just push these retainer clips in here. That one's kind of lined up, but let me see if I can do it with one hand. So all you do is just take this and stick it in here. Okay, it's not gonna, I can't do it with one hand, but you will use 2 hands, one hand to lift it up a little so you can line it up, and then use the other hand to stick this through here. Let me see if I can get a good angle on this for you guys. Okay, so I think this might work. Alright, so we'll do this one right here. Take this push tab, stick it in here, push it in, and then that's all you gotta do. Let's see if we can get this one down here. So this one, I gotta use 2 hands. One hand to lift this liner up to line up the hole, and then I'm gonna stick this right through here. Alright, there you go. And that is gonna be it for these 3 holes right here. I do have 2 more holes right here as well. So let's go ahead and knock these out real quick. This one looks like it's already lined up. Alright, this one looks like it's already lined up as well too, so let's see if we can do it with one hand. Alright, it's going. Alright, there it goes. And then let's get the top one up here. This top one up here as well too. Okay, there he goes. Alright, so the back's good, the middle's good. Let's get the front up here. Alright guys, let's bring it in a little bit closer. Here's the finished product for the driver's side. I actually think it looks pretty good. Now fitment wasn't 100%. I'm gonna say fitment of these alignment holes right here to the body of the vehicle. Fitment, I'm gonna say 97%. You had to finagle this a little bit to line up the holes. But let me show you what it looks like without this fender liner installed. So here's what it looks like, and I'm gonna be sure to come back and do an after video as soon as I get this installed on here. But I'm gonna do this portion, this passenger side, off camera to save some time. But it's pretty much gonna be the same process as the driver's side. Alright guys, let me show you guys real quick how the passenger side looks like. So the passenger side fender liner seemed like it came out okay, but it's not a perfect fitment. Look it up here. There's a little gap up here, and then down here as well. I cannot utilize this screw hole because this is not cut perfectly. Look at that. So over here, we got 2 screws holding it on this back side, but it's all right. I do have 2 more screws under here holding this on. So there's no way this is gonna fall off. But I just wanna point these little things out to you guys. And same thing over here. These holes right here, they were not perfectly aligned. I had to use a Phillips head screwdriver and go in here and kind of move the entire thing around to line up the screw holes. But we did get these push pins installed as well. But let's go ahead and take a look at the other side again real quick, and we'll close out this video. Here's the other side. The other side seemed like it fit just fine. The driver's side is just the passenger side. And for, I guess, around $100, these fender liners, I'm on the fence about them. I guess I probably would not purchase them. If I saw a review like this on YouTube, I would purchase the OEM ones because they don't cost much more, and you should just go pick them up at the dealer and install them yourself. The reason why I'm saying that is because over here, it's not a perfect fit, and I would have recommended it if it was a perfect fit, but for this truck, I think I'm just gonna leave it on for now and then just kind of work it around. But it's not a perfect fit. I expect perfect fitment, kind of like these running boards. These running boards, aftermarket, only cost me a couple $100, but they fit perfectly. So this is gonna do it for my review on these Husky liners, fender liners for a 2025 Chevy Silverado HD. Make sure you come back and join us next time on Garage Matters, and hit that like and subscribe button.